we really want to thank and appreciate the great way of closing this festival out with the pre-made production of this drop.
Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for sharing this and bringing this and showing your talents with us. Don't be sliding over here if I not talk to you. I'll try to talk over here too. That's the director. He's in for it. I know, but you stand up and shout if I need to. I'm not sliding over. So again, thank you very much. I want to first start off with your choice of an excerpt. I thought this was risky. Obviously, Les Mis is risky. It's not your small, intimate little musical. I'll give you that. It's definitely the spectacle. It can be done in minimalist, or different choices can be made. I was happy to see you did a little bit of both. Definitely the crowd scenes work with the massive numbers that you got. That worked for me. I thought those worked well. It's great to hear that just huge volume and wall of sound coming out, so I do appreciate that. I also liked having the contrast, because to be honest, a couple of times I almost got overwhelmed. There were too many people. There was so many people, okay, they're going to revolt on us. But I liked, and as I got to thinking about it and sat there, I liked the mixture, which is what your choice is, the way you edited, type, or whatever, pieces, at least what I saw in the thing. It gave you moments to play the little pairs, or the small couples that were there. It gives each one of the principals their chance to shine. Gavroche gets to do his thing. Students get to do their drunkenness and all that stuff. We get to see the Thénardiers. We get to see the triangle, the love triangle go on. So I think that was a nice choice. I think that worked really, really well for you. I loved the minimalist pieces. You don't need set, obviously. With that many people, they're not going to fit in the other set pieces. But you didn't need it. The focus should be on the cast and the characters that we're seeing. So I thought that worked really, really well. I also thought, along the lines of the contrast of the huge, overwhelming and stuff, some of the less is more definitely worked here in that case. Javert doing the stars, where basically it's him in his spot, and he moved maybe twice, 3 times, at least that's what I felt. I thought that worked well, thank you. It doesn't have to be too carried away and stuff like that. Again, choreography, you can't do a whole lot with that many people. I thought what you chose to do with it worked well. I know what the group in the mass, where they're doing the march and stuff like that. Yes, it's a mass of people, and that worked really well. I'm glad you didn't try to do flips and somersaults and whatever. Granted, that's not appropriate, but you could try to impose more on this than what. And I didn't think you needed to do that. So I applaud you for that, for bringing what I think is the true essence of this piece, which is a very good piece. And I think you did a great justice. So thank you very much.
Well, I'm exhausted. How about you? Oh my gosh, the cast of thousands! It was awesome and so exciting. But you know, when you have a large cast, it's very difficult for the director to make sure that the stage, and it's limited, not look overcrowded. And I felt the director did a wonderful job with that, establishing you know, you have a cast of thousands and you have one pianist. And what a night, I mean, it just went along with the minimalistic set and everything, having one pianist. You didn't need more than that, because all of you guys vocally, my gosh, what gifts you all had. It was really, really nice. I've got to start off with Gavroche. Gavroche, where are you? How old are you, Gavroche? Thank you for standing up.
I'm 10.
You're 10 years old. Gavroche, you had all the characterization. Some people think that that's an easy part to play. It is not, because he has such cockiness. And his cockiness is exuded throughout the entire cast because of wanting to go to war and believing what you're doing. And that goes for everybody. All of you guys really believed and committed. I loved the cutting. I felt that with the Thenardier starting it off, and incidentally, I love the blackened teeth. And also some of the subtle touches that the director made with having Cosette's face being buried in the chest of Mrs. Thenardier. That just is one of the few. Were really nice touches. Let's see, what else? Ebony, all of you guys, Javert, what strength and wonderful tenderness you had on Stars. Most people don't think of Javert as being tender, but you did. You were. And Jean Valjean, of course, such lovely, touching. I mean, yeah. The minute you started singing, I wanted to cry because it was that good. Eponine and well, Cosette. Both of you played off, well, you didn't really play off of each other, you played off Marius, and Marius was, whoa. You know, it was a lovely trio, the heart full of love, and wonderful. Oh, my time is up. Fabulous stage pictures. Thank you for giving this tonight.
Well, while you guys were performing, the mayor of Oregon called it is now illegal to wear red in the city. Okay? So everybody, where do I begin? And that's at the end. How's that sound for Goofy, right? Ending. Gee, did you have the audience? Gee. Did you have me? Yes. Now, was the ending powerful? Of course. That's a given. But I think it was a combination. Because not only did we see a really terrific performance happening, but we saw the culmination of a story. So there's two different things. You know, you can sing and be all sorts of loud and terrific, but we also saw a story being culminated. So there were two levels there, and I congratulate you on that, especially the director, wherever the director is, for bringing that to life. Nicely done. Nicely done. Now, speaking about the power, gee, would anybody like to have all these people up on their stage? Oh my gosh. The power, I mean, the bulbs were going like this in here and stuff, because it was just, but it wasn't just loud. It was so full with pitch and emotion. I mean, there were levels in that power. So again, congratulations. And while I'm talking about that, where's the one piano player? What are you kidding me, dude? What are you kidding me? Now, I say the one piano player because I think it's a given. I think everybody would agree, or most people would agree, that that was a terrific job, a really great job of musicianship. But the thing that goes beyond that is that there were so many dynamics in this show. So many dynamics. You had a cast of millions up there blaring it out, knocking down Montana, but then you had Cosette and everybody else with these little tiny things, and the piano was right there. And I don't think, maybe there was a moment I said, oh, that's right, there's a piano. And that's a compliment, because you had it so underscored wonderfully and just had the dynamics just to a T. Great job by that piano player. Great job. Thenardiers? Are you kidding me, dude? Jeez. Hilarious. And I could go on for a long time about this gentleman and the Mrs. Thenardier. I can't pronounce it. But, oh my God, thank you very much. But I wanted, before I wind up, and I'm almost done here, but I wanted to mention the Marius and Eponine and Cosette, if you want to call it the triangle, if you will. Because not only was there some beautiful music happening there, I don't think that's, you know, stating anything nobody would recognize it, but they told such a story, and they gave such a commitment to the emotion and why these things were, and what I mean by that especially, and it's not just the only thing, but Marius had this look of, I think any person in here, male or female, would have fallen in love with the guy with the looks he was giving. And I don't mean that in any lecherous way. I mean, we saw real emotion happening there. So not only did we have great music and performance, but we had emotion that just carried the day. Thank you so much for a great production.